Hello everyone! The winter is nearly at its end, and so hopefully is the scourge of the last 2 years. Thus, the excitement surrounding the coming theme park season is hitting heights we have only seen since the days when there was actually a slate of new rides opening for the new season in North America, which is sadly long behind us. As we head into the weeks before most parks reopen, this update will take a more personalized and in-depth news into the Great Lakes area and Canadian parks we frequent. Starting with Fantasy Island, or Niagara Amusement Park, it's easy to make this error considering that after a recent visit to Grand Island, the old signage can still be seen from the interstate while passing by. The park itself has yet to see more life come to it from the exciting arrival of the Schwarzkopf shuttle loop that was recently transported to the park. That ride, among a few other additions, including a swinging ship and what looks like a troika, have joined it in the parking lot awaiting installation. With less than 2 months to go till Memorial Day, it would be nice to see some progress on installation of these rides, and more, but that has yet to happen. This lack of progress begs the question with consideration of the complication surrounding the resurrection of the Schwarzkopf triple loop being installed at Indiana Beach. That ride has had nearly 2 years to be installed and is now only nearing completion. Odd for a traveling coaster that in effect would regularly be constructed and operable within a few days. That delay can only lead to the question that Niagara's shuttle loop may not actually see operation this year. In addition to this, the ride offerings that were promised to be returning to the park this season appear minimal at this stage. No new rides have been assembled inside the park grounds as of yet, and it looks much as it had when Apex Amusements abandoned the site in the winter of 2020. The park, while looking somewhat rejuvenated from the vandalism of the past 2 years, does not look like it will be ready to open as a proper amusement park this coming season. With only a handful of new rides and a lot of refreshment to existing structures still on the table, the plan to have Niagara Amusement Park up and running in 2022 looks to be more of a hopeful prospect than a realistic one. Look for this park to actually get up and running as a full operation in 2023 rather than this year. No matter, we still look forward to a future for this park and hope to see more progress in the coming weeks and months. Many know already that Canada's Wonderland is due to receive a new restaurant this year, and while this has already been known for some time, it is still yet to be officially announced and looks to be delayed beyond opening day in early May. The park has announced that their pass holders event will take place on April 24th. First Drop, however, will not be attending that event in light of a trip to the south to ride Pantheon for the first time, among a host of other rides for the first time at other parks. Not to get off course, Wonderland has at least made it official that regular park hours should return this year, bar another return to lockdown times. I say this only having recently returned from the border from Canada to the US and back, and the frankly unfair protocols that Canadians are subjected to on returning home.
You thought it was easy. You thought you could get back into Canada somewhat effortlessly, and I think my hair indicates the frustration. As we are now waiting to get rapid tested in this here tent ahead. I've also lost a drone. To be honest, the border agents coming across back through the loop were very nice about it and actually curious about the channel. So hello if you're watching, but at the same time, I'll be glad when this is over because, getting into the States was no problem, but getting back into Canada has not been so much. And now we play this little bit of a waiting, worrying game where I might test, hopefully negative. And if I test positive, it's not going to go so well. Anyhow, I'll update you in a second, hopefully with good news. And we are back at the border. The border. Yay, the border is, I've now gotten my test. It has come up non-positive. I am waiting for them to tell me that it's not the right test, and then I got to go back and do it again, which would be nice. Obviously not. Got to have everything sorted out. It's $65 to get a rapid test on that side of the border, or at least in the States, to get checked out. And really going to be glad when this is over, even though this is my second time now coming back into the country from the States. It was a lot easier the first time with a PCR, to be honest. But here we go. We're going back in. Hopefully, we'll see you soon.
Certain entertainment acts are pushing their dates back further into the year because of these rules, and it seems as with everything related to the pandemic, we are the last allowed to return to normalcy. Rightly, we look forward to the leisure days of May when we can ride coasters with manageable lines and minimal vlog bombs. However, to be truthful, there will be no more vlogs coming from this channel at Wonderland this year. We predict that the restaurant will not open until possibly midsummer at the earliest, and that it won't in fact be a standout design by any means, and leave those of us lament the loss of the Alpine Cafe that much more, as it was an original fixture to the park. The views from this restaurant will no doubt be spectacular of Vortex and Yukon Striker, something those of us fearless enough to have had their shoes smothered in goose poo will already have enjoyed thoroughly. I also fear for these geese that have used this area as a home in the summer and presume that they will move on from the park to another ground to graze, and albeit one not as fruitful, of discarded funnel cakes. Hello and welcome to a very chilly early March here at Clifton Hill, and it is essentially empty. You don't really see that much here. It is a Monday, however, but the reason why we're here is right behind me, which is the new Carnival Chaos 4D, 7D Triotech ride. I don't know how many Ds. I think I've made a couple of jokes about how many Ds in previous videos. But here it is. Looks like progress is coming along pretty well, honestly. The inside of the station building is on the outside here, and you can kind of see we'll get some coverage of the building itself. As has been mentioned previously, it's supposed to open in June or early June, but it looks like progress is coming along very swiftly that that's actually going to happen. So we're looking forward to this attraction opening very soon. It's only a matter of months away, and an exciting and probably perfect addition to this section of the Clifton Hill area that's all around me. First time I've ever been here that it's been like nobody here. A lot of the attractions, despite being able to be open, are not open quite yet, including Zombie Attack, which I still have to get onto. This area is closed. The hot dog stand, maybe an interesting new cuisine option coming our way from there as well. I do have a vlog or two to do here while I'm here, so definitely check out a couple that will be posted outside of this news update very soon. Marineland have still not announced their opening plans for the 2022 season. A lot is in the dark over this park. Hello from a hail-driven Marineland right now, as you can see on top of my car here. Oh my god. So, no updates to report from the park other than it looks like we got a new sign here. I was hoping to get a little bit of an update on the rides and all that kind of stuff, but as you can see, the weather is not great, but sign improvements. So it does seem like Marineland has some big hopes for the future. There was an official statement on their website recently from the park, as prospective buyers or prospective buyers for the park doesn't seem to have panned out as soon as hoped, but we are hoping for a pretty positive season for Marineland when they do announce their actual opening date, which hopefully they will soon. The current owner, Marie Haller, released a statement on the park's website indicating their commitment to continuing the legacy of former founder John Haller, a message that no doubt burns in the pants of protesters looking for its outright demise. In a time when much larger concerns dominate the headlines, many instead choose to spend countless energy seeking the termination of a park that employs hundreds in the Niagara region each year. Fair treatment of animals is what everyone with a good conscience wants, but fully sustainable claims have yet to be proven. And despite their efforts, anyone who has visited the park recently will know that many families continue to visit the park and will continue to do so in the future. The park is due back in court on March 23rd to address recent charges levied at it for using animals in its entertainment shows. The Canadian National Exhibition is finally due to return after a 2-year hiatus imposed by the City of Toronto, as it and many other festivals have been given the green light to make plans to operate this year. This is no doubt a relief for the traveling amusement industry that has without doubt struggled greatly without a form of revenue, at least in Canada, the past 2 years. There will no doubt be a limited offering at the CNE this year, as per previous years, due to that cutback. But look for this channel to welcome its return in full force with a large slate of videos. Finally, in a very early announcement, it appears Conneaut Lake Park still intends to resurrect the park in some manner or other, with the announcement that its popular Ghost Lake Haunt event will return in the fall season. While still relatively a small event, this haunt remains one of the best in America due to its small town feel and creative use of worn down homes that surround the park grounds, along with genuine and creative frights to be found throughout. How the park will incorporate the event given the significant changes to the Midway grounds and demolitions, including the controversial loss of Blue Streak, remains to be seen. But it could bode well for the fate of the classic Devil's Den Haunted Ghost Train ride, which remains isolated among the loss of numerous other rides and attractions. Thank you for watching this update. We'll try to get another one done at the end of May before the exciting rollout into the park opening season. Thanks for watching. Always enjoy.